a sign that cannot be ignored. Imagine looking up at the sky in a dream. Everything seems normal, until suddenly a comet appears on the horizon. It grows rapidly, cuts across the sky with an intense light, and comes straight toward Earth. There is no way to escape. There is no way to look away. The impact feels inevitable. Now let me ask you a very important question. What if this dream is not just a dream? Since the most ancient civilizations, comets have always been seen as powerful signs. For some, they were omens of great change. For others, divine warnings, inevitable ruptures, transformations that could no longer be postponed. Dreaming of a comet coming toward Earth is not a common dream. It does not appear by chance. It arises when something within you or around you is about to change in a deep, intense, and irreversible way. In this video, you will understand the true meaning of this dream, both from a spiritual and a psychological perspective. And more than that, you will discover why this type of dream often occurs at decisive moments in life, when the unconscious tries to warn you about something that can no longer be ignored. Watch until the end, because the final meaning may explain exactly what you are going through right now, even if you haven't realized it yet. The comet as a symbol of inevitable change. In the world of dreams, nothing appears without purpose. The comet in particular carries a very strong symbolism: sudden change, impact, and rupture. Unlike fixed stars or the moon, a comet appears unexpectedly. It shows up, grows rapidly, and disappears after completing its path. That is why dreaming of a comet coming toward Earth indicates that something in your life is approaching with full force, and it cannot be avoided. From a psychological perspective, this dream usually arises when the mind perceives that a change is about to happen, even if the person tries to deny it. It may be related to a breakup, a professional decision, an important revelation, or even an internal shift in identity. From a spiritual perspective, the comet represents a call from destiny. Many spiritual traditions believe it symbolizes a warning from above, an intervention meant to break stagnant cycles. When the comet heads toward Earth in a dream, it indicates that the universe is pushing you out of your comfort zone. This dream often appears when the soul already knows that something needs to change, but the ego resists. The comet's impact represents exactly this clash between what you want to preserve and what needs to be transformed. The fear of impact and the fear of truth. A very important detail in this dream is the emotion you feel. Fear, anxiety, panic, or even a strange sense of acceptance say a lot about your current moment. Psychologically, dreaming of a comet about to hit Earth reflects the fear of facing an inevitable truth. It may be a conversation you've been postponing, a decision you know you need to make, or a reality you don't want to accept. The unconscious uses extreme images to grab attention. The comet symbolizes what you know will hit your life, whether you want it to or not. In the spiritual realm, the fear of impact indicates resistance to transformation. Often the soul is ready to change, but the mind still clings to the old. The dream appears as a warning. The more you resist, the more intense the impact feels. On the other hand, if in the dream you observe the comet with calmness or curiosity, this indicates a level of spiritual maturity. It shows that even in the face of major changes, you are beginning to trust the process of life. The end of a cycle and rebirth. Comets have always been associated with the end of cycles. But it is important to understand something fundamental. An end does not mean destruction. It means transformation. Psychologically, this dream often appears during phases of deep transition. It may mark the end of an old version of yourself. Old emotional patterns, limiting beliefs, or self-sabotaging behaviors are being hit so that something new can emerge. Spiritually, the comet represents the collapse of what is no longer aligned with your true essence. It is as if the universe is clearing the path, even if it seems chaotic at first. Many people report having this dream before major life turning points: moving to a new city, spiritual awakening, painful breakups, or decisions that completely change the course of existence. This dream does not come to scare you, but to prepare you. It shows that after the impact, there is reconstruction. And that reconstruction is often more authentic than everything that came before. The comet as a spiritual awakening. In many spiritual traditions, dreaming of celestial phenomena is a sign of awakening consciousness. The comet, in this context, is a cosmic messenger. It indicates that you are being called to see beyond the surface of life. Existential, spiritual, and emotional questions begin to gain more importance. What once seemed sufficient no longer fulfills you. Psychologically, this manifests as restlessness, inner questioning, and a sense that something bigger is happening. Spiritually, the comet symbolizes an inner activation. It may indicate that you are entering a phase of greater energetic sensitivity, sharper intuition, and an expanded perception of reality. This dream is common among people who are awakening to their true mission or purpose, even if they do not yet know exactly what it is. What this dream is asking of you right now. Dreaming of a comet coming toward Earth is not just a warning, it is an invitation. It asks for courage. It asks for honesty with yourself. It asks you to stop postponing important decisions. Psychologically, the dream suggests that running away only increases anxiety. Facing what needs to be resolved reduces the impact. Spiritually, it shows that you are not being punished, but guided. The universe does not destroy without purpose. It transforms to realign. If you had this dream, ask yourself, what do I know needs to change? What have I been avoiding facing? Which part of my life is asking for an ending so that another can be born? When you answer these questions sincerely, the comet stops being a threat and becomes a sign of liberation. If you're curious to learn more about dream interpretations, leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you'll always be alerted when new videos are posted here. A big hug, and I'll see you in the next dream.